Welcome in, welcome in. I'm tired, so it's gonna be kind of a low energy. I was thinking about playing a game today, and then, yeah, work fun and very exhausting. Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you all are doing well. Mac, welcome in. Thank you so much for the first. Rev, welcome in. Ray, welcome in. Lynn, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing good today. You forgot your meds? Oh no. I did remember my meds at work today. If you notice my model tracking is a little off, it's because I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to turn on the lights. So the tracking is gonna be a little off because I've got the light of my computer, and that's about it. I don't want to turn on my lights. It is what it is. Hello, welcome in. We vibing? We are vibing today. Yeah. Hear you out. Communalberry nap time. Nap time, right? Wait, do I tilt my head? Hi, Rald. Welcome in. Is your mic lower? I can't hear you very well over the music. No, I'm just talking very low because I'm tired. I can turn the music down. Oh, done. Is that better? No, I'm just talking very low because I am very tired. But thank you for telling me. Is that better? Girl, I just woke up. Back to sleep. Yeah. I have been working, so thankfully, I'm only going to be working 3 days a week, but it is 9 to 5. It's 8-hour shifts, which is not, it's fine. It's great. But the job itself is very physical, which is also fine. It's a workout. I did get caught in a thunderstorm today. I was really sweaty and gross and sticky because it was like, 95 degree out with like 80% humidity. So I was very freaking sticky. And then I got caught in a thunderstorm, and I was trying to get the lemurs back inside, and one of them didn't want to go in, so I had to stand there. Kid you not, I was out there for maybe 3 minutes, soaked to the bone. So I got a free shower, I guess. But I was like sopping wet. Hello, guess what your stream streak is? I don't know if I want to know, but hi Ray, welcome in. 9 to 5 physical labor would put me 6 feet under. I'm proud of you and all the hard work you did today. Thank you. It was definitely, imagine 8 hours of a workout. That's what it felt like, nonstop. No, I got an hour off for lunch. That's not true. I got an hour off for lunch. All right. Okay, I see it. Yeah. I see your stream streak. Zubuma fucking do what he wants, I guess. No, her name is Vuli, and she's a sweetheart. She's also she's just a little 6'7". Okay, Ray. All right, I see you. No, she's a sweetheart. She didn't want to go in because she's kind of shy around the other lemurs, and so she was like hanging out around me. But the problem is I'm like waiting for her to go in, out of the rain, and so she's getting sopping wet and I'm getting sopping wet, and I'm like, go inside, sweetie. And she didn't want to go inside because she wanted to be around me, and I was like, well, we can't go inside unless you go inside. And she was just like hanging out next to me, like, oh, she's a sweetheart though. She is really cute. But yeah, happy Wednesday, y'all. I don't know if I necessarily have a plan for today. I got some stuff, otherwise I'll be talking about work has been amazing. Holy I don't know, my neck kind of hurts though. Yeah, it's been very funny though, because like I know my limits and I know when to take a break, but at the same time, like I only have one coworker. So my boss and her husband, they work there, and then I have one other coworker. So there's only 4 of us total, which is really nice. I like not having like a huge, like a ton of people to have to worry about. But I've been working with this one coworker the whole day, and we were working at the giraffe barn, and we had to open the barn doors, which are very freaking heavy. And he was like, are you sure that you can lift them? Like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you can lift more than like our boss can? And I had to sit there and stare at him in the eyes and be like, I weightlift for fun. I'll be all right. And he was like, oh, okay, I guess. And then I lifted the barn doors, no problem. He was like, whoa, like genuinely, like he exclaimed like that. And it was very funny because I was like, yeah, did you doubt me? What the freak? And they really weren't that bad. Heavy, but like not that bad. If anything, the wheelbarrow was heavier because we, when you were cleaning the giraffe poop, there's a lot of it, and the wheelbarrow got very heavy. We have to take it all the way out through the forest to like the compost pile. I'm just yapping right now, by the way, but feel free to yap about your day, about your work. If you have been working this week, or have there been any fun stories, anything fun that's happened at work? We also got pizza today. My coworker brought pizza, and I was all like, oh yay, pizza, because I'm not gonna lie, for the past 2 days I haven't really been wanting to eat, and so I was like, maybe the pizza will make me want to eat. So I ate a slice of pizza, and it was small because they weren't like the triangle slices, you know, when they cut them into squares so that like the pizza can give you more slices. So I took a little square and I ate it, and my stomach did not like that, and I was in pain for the rest of my shift. So regretty spaghetti. Yeah, and I have not eaten anything since. I'm afraid I just have not, like, I don't know. These past 2 days have been rough for the eating. So I don't know. Maybe I should make ramen or something tonight, because I've been eating meals, but they haven't been like crazy big meals or anything. You watched an IT get embarrassed by one of the IT guys from one of our vendors while on a support call. You got an IT guy wait, so is a different IT guy? IT guy get embarrassed by one of the IT guys from one of our vendors while I see. Whiting, welcome in. How you doing? Hello. My music feels too low. Are we sure this is okay? Is it good? Is it all right? Hi, Whiting. We're just yapping today. It's gonna be a pretty chill stream. So if you do need to, just keep me on in the background while you do your work, while you get some rest, while you cook your dinner, whatever it may be. Feel free to. Some documents weren't publishing, only to find out it's because Word wasn't activated on one of the servers. You know what I find ridiculous? Why do we have to pay for Microsoft Word every year? Why is it not like a one and done type of situation? You buy Microsoft Word and it's you have it. Why is it? I guess it's technically a subscription then, huh? I never thought about that. But like, why is that a thing? I don't use Microsoft Word anymore. I just use Google Docs. But why is that a thing? Because capitalism has moved to a subscription-based economy and everything is terrible. I hate subscriptions so much. I miss the days where you could just buy. I don't care if it's expensive, but if I can just buy it once and be done, I would like that very much. You are right, and you should say it. Like, actually, though, it makes no sense to me. I would always get it for free, like, because of uni or, like, school, and then through my dad. But now I think about it, it doesn't make any sense. You just have to rebuy Word every few years to get the updates, so you would still be paying repeatedly. It just doesn't make any sense. And I know why they do subscriptions, because you get more money out of it, but it's so annoying. It's so freaking annoying. It used to be nice because you got the newest version of programs as part of your sub, but updates are so ass now, no one wants them anyways. Like, what happened to the days when you could buy something once and be over it, and also when an update actually helps versus breaks everything? What's up with updates that just break everything? What is the freaking, if it ain't broken, don't fix it? Is that how the phrase goes? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Like, what's up with that? I don't understand. I really, there's my spiel about that. Poor UAT. What's UAT? What does that mean? Updates. Update American trash. Yeah. Good evening. I'm sad. No, I won't be venting, but something really weird and unexpected happened. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully your day gets a little better. People realized they could sell unfinished products and keep people paying, and for some reason everyone agreed. That makes sense. That does make sense. Oh, speaking of unfinished, well, it's not unfinished, but speaking of product, I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways, you guys know how my Switch broke? I was charging my phone last night. I've been using the Switch charger just because it's a fast charger for my phone as well. And then the Switch charger broke. So I bought a new Switch charger because what if my old Switch charger didn't have enough power to charge my Switch, and that's why my Switch is quote unquote broken. So I bought a new Switch charger because maybe my Switch isn't actually broken. Maybe it's just freaking dead. And maybe even though I've been charging it with that charger, maybe that charger has just been like on its last legs. So this is my last ditch effort in the hopes that my Switch may be easily fixable, and maybe it's just dead, because I really miss my Tomodachi Island. All right, I'm really sad about that. Hi Darkest Wave, welcome in. Hello. User acceptance testing. Oh, another part of it is that people know how to pirate it, so they make it expensive, because the only ones who have to legally get it are businesses. So companies are banking on people who are too nice, not tech literate enough to pirate, and the businesses that don't have that option. Companies are just greedy. I won't go into the whole spiel thing though. I mean, they are. It's true. Yes, it's very true. Don't gotta do UAT if you're a monopoly. I'm sure they miss you too. I know. And now I don't know if my capture card's gonna work anymore. I don't know. Everything broke. I don't know. So who knows at this point. Thank you for telling me, Monarch, but at the same time, we don't really like talking about other streams and chats in here. So I was kind of up and down, but I didn't hear what you said about your day. What was your favorite part of your new job today? The penguins. It's always gonna be the penguins. So because it was thundering really, really hard today, we couldn't take the penguins out for their walk. So we had to take them out inside, and the penguins, did you know the penguins like to chase laser pointers, kind of like cats do? And so in order to give them their exercise, I had them chasing a laser pointer instead, and it was really fun. I just got to sit there and play with the penguins. It was amazing. Yeah, penguin. True, at that point you just publish and get paid.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich like Ramsay.
Why am I an idiot sandwich? Nande, what did I do? This song is very cute. I was singing a song earlier that I thought matched this, and now, there's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined, and now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before. Don't you think it suits this song? You didn't think it was gonna make noise? Most of my things make noise, sorry. You can try appealing a band, but it's up to the mods to actually look at that. The background aesthetic today is so soft and warm and lovely. Yeah, I know. I've been wanting to use this one for a while. I have a lot of different backgrounds that I've been wanting to use and just haven't. And that's why just chatting streams can be really nice, because I can like experiment. That resto I went to on the weekend. You know, I kind of want a tuna melt. Did I make a tuna melt for myself tonight? Maybe my tummy will like that. Maybe, I thought about it and then my stomach hurts. What do I eat that won't make me sick? I don't think I have a stomach flu. I think I just really don't want to eat recently. Most things make noise. Is that an AO? It feels like an AO. Why is that an AO? Is that not true? Hi Will, welcome in. How you doing? Hi, happy Wednesday. Just talking about our jobs and if anything interesting has happened at your job, if you are working. If not, has anything interesting happened in your week? One of the desserts was this rose pastry in a glass display, and the same music played when it came out. Aww. There's like so many things where I'm like, I would love to cover this, but at the same time it's scary, because if you cover a really popular song, I feel like there are more people that will judge you. I can hear Link clickety-clacking around in the back. Can you hear him? Link? Link? Why are you moving around so much? Hi, Jimbo. You want to say hi to everyone? It's raining, so I can't give him a walkie. Hi, I'm Maurice. I just clocked out and I'm mentally tired. Some of these people be demanding. I am physically tired, but not mentally tired. I get out at 5 now, but I don't work every day, thankfully. So I'll have a break. I'll have a day off tomorrow. But I work 9 to 5. And a very physical job, but so fun. Do you know how surreal it was? Wait, hold on. Sorry. Before I go into yapping, what did I miss? Speaking of eating, I'm getting pizza tonight to reward myself for doing the hard thing and having a job interview. Yay! What kind of pizza are you getting? So It was so surreal today to see the giraffes up close. There are two giraffes, and they're brothers, but they're young. They're 1 and 2 years old, quite young, still quite small, but small for a giraffe, big to me. And it was so surreal seeing them walk closer because they're quite friendly and just looking at me with their big brown eyes, with the biggest lashes you'd ever seen. And they come up to you and they ask for treats, and they'll just like nibble your hand, not nibble, but like they'll put their lips on your hand, and it's so cute and it's so surreal. Like, just to have a creature that beautiful walk up to you was amazing. Huge congrats to Vency for eating pizza and also their job interview. Yeah, good job, Vency. I'm so proud of you. I hope that job interview went well, and if it didn't, well, at least you shot your shot, right? Also, Matt, thank you for the 3 stream streak. I really appreciate it. Sending you good luck. The interview went really well, I think. I had the experience they needed, though this poor person who was interviewing me was so soft-spoken and seemed really uncertain of herself. I hope things go her way. Anyway, my hope is that I can actually get hired. I wish you the best of luck. Yippee. My job is so physically not taxing, but the problem solving is brutal. I feel like I've been playing chess all day. Yeah, would you guys prefer a job that's physically taxing but mentally like chill, or would you prefer a job that's like mentally taxing but physically chill? Basically, I'm asking if you prefer an office job or a blue collar job. I work blue collar, but I do get to be with cute animals all day. I got ham and pineapple because I haven't gotten to eat that in a while. Ham and pineapple. I know a few people out there that would not be happy about pineapple on pizza, but I'm alright with it. Not my first choice, but I'm alright with it. Head hurts, need Advil. My neck hurts. I think I hurt my neck. Again, I'm pretty sure I hurt it because we were training the giraffes today, moving them through a new corridor, and so my neck, I was looking up a lot and trying to move them because I was holding basically a big old branch with a lot of leaves to incentivize one of the giraffes to come over. I genuinely think I hurt my neck because of that. It kind of hurts. The sweetest Emma the bug I know. You got pizza too? It was too spicy. I had pizza today. It was just cheese. Well, they got pepperoni too, but they got cheese for me, which was sweet. I got a noodle. If I don't have stuff to noodle on, I start gnawing at the walls of my enclosure. Ah, so you like it to be mentally taxing. I think my job is physically taxing, and that also means it's kind of mentally taxing simply because there's just so much to do. I have a big old checklist of like thing after thing to do. Today was actually the 2-year anniversary of the company. Aw, congratulations. I prefer blue collar. I don't like being not busy at work. I feel like I'm naturally a lazy person, as my mother would say. I feel like if I could, I would just sit around all day and just type and stuff. But alas, I have no experience working any type of remote or like office jobs. And, you know, being a zookeeper is amazing because I get to see the animals. Even though, wow, I'm tired. I would like one that's a mix of both. It really depends. With my current mental state, I would really struggle, but I have both retail and office experience, so hopefully I got back into the swing of things. I see. I would love to get paid to do nothing. Wouldn't we all? My job is mentally and physically taxing. That's because you get in trouble for stupid reasons. Really? Wait, you've gotten in trouble? How many of you guys have gotten in trouble at work? People are always like, no, you wouldn't. And I'm like, you're telling me I can crochet and watch YouTube or something in my downtime and I don't want that? Yeah, seriously. I have gotten in trouble at work a few times. At my old job as a vet tech, most of the time I got in trouble was not my fault. I got thrown under the bus by my coworkers a lot. It was a very toxic workplace. Especially because I was the new girl and I was very autistic and yada, yada, yada. And then at my job before this one, I wouldn't say I necessarily got in trouble, but I definitely like had forgotten some things. And when I was first starting my meds, my memory got really, really bad, right? And so there were a few times where I'd forgotten like to clean this one enclosure super well, or to like set out the food that I needed or whatever. And so my boss would she pulled me in and she was like, what's going on? Like, what happened? Because my boss was so nice. She was like, because you don't usually make mistakes like this. And of course, I was like on the verge of tears because I hate making mistakes, okay? I'm a perfectionist. I hate making mistakes. And I just had to be honest and be like, yeah, I'm on new meds and like they're making me like so foggy brain and like forgetting things. And thankfully, like we came up with a system and it was all right. But like a part of me still has this massive fear of making any mistake, just because of the way I grew up, my childhood situation, and then also my perfectionism. So now I still feel like even if when I get in trouble, it feels like life or death to me, even if it isn't. But to me, it feels like life or death. And I don't know how to get out of that mindset. you know? People here are fully remote and assume I'm just twiddling my thumbs all day. No, I've seen my dad. I think sometimes it means you work more because you don't necessarily get a break because you're remote. They can kind of just call you at any time of the day. Absolutely not. Fully remote somehow invites that you're constantly around for work stuff. Yeah, exactly. Medication causes me to be dizzy and nearly faint. I got written up. You got written up for that? I was just honest from the start, especially at this new job, saying like there are times when I might just need to sit down. And I hope that's okay. And they were nice. They were nice about it from the start. Very accommodating. My boss is so protective of our work-life balance. I love her. Oh, that's awesome. I want to say physical work because I don't want to think too much, but I'm also lazy, so I'm content with a desk job. Physical work sounds nice in theory until you do it. Until you're working 8 hours of it, and you're like, dang, I'm tired. Especially in 95-degree heat with humidity. Wow. With my mental health issues getting worse, I got written up for the first time at a previous job for falling asleep at my desk too often. I was so upset with myself and I felt so sad. It was also the best job I had, and so I'm very sad I miss it. Oh, I'm so sorry. It can be rough. It's really rough for people that don't have disabilities to understand people that do, especially if your disability is invisible. It makes it really, really difficult because, you know, they can't see it. And I'm incredibly good at acting. I'm incredibly good at masking. So, like, most of the time, if I'm feeling sick or I'm feeling unwell or whatever, and you notice it, it's because I want you to notice. Otherwise, I'd be hiding it. I'm exceptionally good at going to the bathroom, having a seizure, getting up 5 minutes later, and no one would know. No, people would be none the wiser. I'm exceptionally good at that because I can usually tell when I'm about to have a seizure. I will go to the bathroom, pass out on the floor, wake up, and be like, yo, I'm chilling. They don't need to know that. I don't like it. Yeah. You know? Sometimes I feel like a border collie at work. Need so much mental stimulation in my day, or I turn into a demon. Work a day in my shoes, in my lovely new boots that Brando got me that went through the ringer today, by the way. They went through lemur poop and pee, penguin poop and pee, fish water because we were feeding the fish, mud, giraffe poop and sand, and a thunderstorm, so all the trudging through the mud. That was just in one day. And I was ankle deep in water as well. So thank you, Brenda, for the boots. And they came out they're completely waterproof. It was great. Wow, they're amazing. My favorite work days at the office were when I was stuck moving boxes all day. Really? I guess the grass is always greener, isn't it? Like if you work a mostly remote or like desk job, then doing physical stuff is gonna be great. You know, a change in your routine. Whereas for me, if I was able to sit at a desk, as a change in my routine and just like write up stuff, oh my god, that'd be amazing. So I guess it's like the grass is always greener, right? Physical work I enjoy because I can sometimes turn my brain off to a certain degree, but desk work is so much nicer since physical labor is so difficult. Hi Lila, welcome in. How you doing? We're talking about our jobs and if you've ever gotten in trouble at work, and also if you prefer blue collar or white collar jobs, like office job versus physical job. Best job I ever had, the one I just mentioned, was when I worked with onboarding new clients for a company. No customer interaction, just data entry interactions with internal teams. It was so nice. Data entry does sound nice. My mom said I'd be good at it. I don't know what she meant by that. She's like, yeah, my girl is autistic as fuck. And she'd be good at booping the buttons, you know? Hard pass. I'm a physical lazy. You are not no, take that back. No. I know my mother, unfortunately, what I heard a lot as a kid. Mind you, hearing this when you're 6 years old, that you are selfish and lazy and all of that, not very good when you're 6 years old. But I'm trying to get out of that mindset. And you know what? It's okay to be lazy. It's okay, especially if you have a disability, which I know you do, Lynn, so. Can you hear Jimbo? I'm patting his tummy. Ow, don't bite my arm. Every data entry job nowadays is like phone calls, customer service, and I'm like, ew, yeah, no, I could never. You genuinely hate physical ever? Yeah. You're so right, Bubs, and you should say it. I've learned to like, I think it's because a long time, this is why I'm so bad at setting boundaries now, because when I was younger and I'd set my boundaries, I got called selfish. And if I was tired and not feeling well, I got called lazy. And so then I grew up into this woman that had a very difficult time setting boundaries for herself. I would rather get her, be her and be uncomfortable than the other person being uncomfortable. And also is why I'm so bad at telling people that I need a break, or also like asking for help because of that. And so, hi Kira, hi, how you doing? Serious vibes, my bad. No, you're good. We're just yapping. We're mostly yapping about work. Petition for a Jimbo command. We can do a Jimbo command. I'll have to, yeah, we can do that. I have to find a good picture of him, but sure. It takes so little to piss off my body, so I just don't move it. One time, I got in trouble for staying at work for too long, not even overtime, just more than scheduled, so I could help coworkers. You got in trouble for helping? What kind of job is that, Lila? What the freak? Another time for telling a manager no when they talked me to go to work in an area that was not part of my position. Setting your boundaries, and you got in trouble for that? I'm so sorry. So sorry you went through that. We're just talking about our jobs mostly, Kira, and have we ever gotten in trouble at our jobs? Hi, Boy Cat. Welcome in. You just shoot out your manager for doing the schedule. You shoot out your manager? Oh my god. See, I'm afraid. I hate getting in trouble at work. It feels like a life or death situation. I've definitely like had a whole full-blown panic attack on the on the phone with my mom when I got in trouble, like crying and everything, because I like felt like I couldn't breathe, and I was like, I can't believe I did it. I'm so stupid. I'm so hard on myself. I don't like getting in trouble. I do actually get mad at you for that, though. For legal reasons, you have to make sure that if you're working, you're getting paid. That's probably why they got mad. That's fair, but still. I'm working on things in the background, but I'm lurking. Hi, Strawberry. Yes, this is a lurky type of stream. We're just gonna be yapping today because I'm very tired after work. But I hope you enjoyed the penguin pictures, Strawberry. I didn't get any pictures of the giraffes today. Did I send you the lemurs as well? I did, yeah. I don't play. I've been here longer than her anyway. You've been... Damn! That's crazy. I do wish that sometimes I was better at being vocal about things that bothered me, especially with coworkers. But I'm getting better. I like my current coworker. I just met him today. No, I met him yesterday. Isn't it crazy that I only started work yesterday and I feel like I've been working there for ages? Everyone's so friendly. And like, because this is right up my alley, I'm adjusting very fast. Because, you know, I've been doing this my whole life, so it's not difficult. You got in trouble for accidentally throwing out the keys to the safe. So like, valid. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Jimbo, please. When I worked in production, I got called into the AD's office and chewed out because apparently I rolled my eyes at a field director, but it was the autistic eye roll where you look upwards while thinking and not actually rolling your eyes. Like, bro, I was just thinking hard. What? You literally see me do that on stream all the time when I'm thinking. You literally see me look up when I'm thinking. What the freak? You got in trouble for that? Oh my. And yet I'm still here, so... Thank you for stopping by, Strawberry. I hope you're able to get some... Oh my god, I keep forgetting, like, it's still kind of early for some other people. It's 7 p.m. for me. It may still be kind of a short stream today, because I'm tired, but we'll see. Hey, Jimbo, you know you're not supposed to be there. Turns out, neurotypicals do not like it. Man, even the things that I thought I was good at. I hate, even now... Even at this new job, I still feel like I stand out just a little. Not because I am not good at the job. I'm very good at my job. But because, like, conversation is rough, you know? And I feel like I still seem a little awkward. But I'm doing my best. And that's all that matters. But there's definitely... I'm like, damn, maybe I don't blend in as well as I thought I did. Jimbo, I swear to God. That's why I don't think I'm neurodivergent. I know these things. I mean, I know these things, but also, like, if you're thinking, I feel like you would know the difference, no? I don't know if I have any sort of autism. I think just nerd spicy, but I stare off what I think, and I have trained myself to look at the side instead of up. I don't think I ever thought about that. I definitely look up when I think. I don't think I ever thought about that. Oh no, have I been accidentally... Maybe that's why my mom was always like, don't give me attitude. And I'm like, bro, I was just thinking. I know it now, but I also think it's dumb. Like, trust, if I was rolling my eyes, you would know. Yeah, you'd be like... Actually, did my VTuber model catch that? I don't know if it does. I low-key don't fit in either, but like, I don't care. I say what I say, and I'm good at my job. Yeah. Why can't we work together, Kira? Why can't we work together, man? Not that you would like to be scooping animal poop and all that every day, but why can't we work together, man? Did you learn it by doing it, being told people think it's disrespectful? Or did you learn it because you saw a bunch of people looking up and went, oh, those people must be hassled? My mom thought I had attitude for years. Yeah, I actually didn't get in trouble much as a kid. Most of the time I got in trouble because of my siblings. Like, they did something bad and I got dragged into it. Because why weren't you watching them properly? Why did you tell them that they shouldn't do this? And I'm like, I'm not a mother. Why am I responsible? You're their sister. You should. And so I got in trouble oftentimes for something that my brother or sister did, you know? Because I know nothing about animals, and you would hate my stressful ass work environment. I know, but it'd be so nice. It'd be so nice to work with someone I'm comfy with instead of having to start all over again. I hate starting over again. I'm so awkward. People are scary, man. I'm doing my best. And honestly, my new coworkers are so sweet, but I'm just terrified that I'm gonna do something wrong and I'm gonna be weird and they're gonna be like, literally my boss's husband asked today, because apparently he botched it. He's just very friendly, like everyone's friendly. And the other coworker they're both like middle-aged men, right? And so he came up to me and he's like, do you like beer? Like, I have a bunch of beers and I'm trying to give them away to people to take home. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't drink. I can't drink. And then later on, he was like, do you want a cup of coffee? And I had to say again, I'm so sorry. I can't have coffee. And he's like, wait, so like you can't have alcohol or caffeine? Like, what happens? Do you die? And I had to like, and he was joking, by the way. I'm phrasing it bad. But I was like, no, but like I will go to the hospital. And he was like, oh, is that bad, huh? And I was like, I didn't want to say from the get. This is my second day there. I don't want to be like, yeah, I have epilepsy. Like, then they're gonna be looking at me all cautious and be like, well, we have to watch her. I don't like saying from the get-go that I have epilepsy because people look at me differently. Then they're gonna like have this fear that I'm gonna have a seizure randomly, and then, oh, we gotta keep an eye on her. And we can't trust her to be alone. When the reality is I haven't had one in ages, and like I'm okay, and I don't like it, you know. Stream showed up on my feed at the perfect time. Hi, pitiful Scion. Welcome in. I'm sorry I was yapping. Let me catch up with chat. Hold on. Where was I? I know Link wants to go on a walk. I might have to try and brave the rain and leave you guys here for a second. I don't look people in the eye when talking, so I never notice if they do the eye roll. Fair enough. Neurotypical checks out. Actually, the second one, I think. Oh, I see. My old boss had to quit because working here made him have more seizures. Yeah, we can't do too much stress. Rather, I saw people roll their eyes, and if they're giving off other body language that was indicative of being annoyed or otherwise in a bad mood, I would take it as potential huff. She also did not like when I'd pointed out that don't be bold doesn't mean don't be disrespectful. First time in a new workplace is rough. I've been here 3 years, so I'm comfortable with everyone. Yeah, I've worked 3 jobs in the past 6 months, so I'm sorry, I really minimized that feeling for word count. It's very valid to interpret body language as indicative of intent. You stare people down in the eyes? Of course you do. Of course you do. Longest I ever made was, I think, a year, maybe 2, but I also struggled to hold down a job. Oh, my longest job... 8 years, I think. I think I was working there for 8 years. Yeah. 8 years. My second longest was 6 years. I'm very loyal. If I like a job, I'm staying there, you know? Yeah. No worries, I knew what you meant. Just wanted to clarify what I meant. Yeah, 8 years. My last zookeeper job. I did work other jobs with it. I worked 3 jobs at once at one point. But I worked that job consistently and then had other jobs with it. So when I was working as a vet tech, I was still working the zookeeper job. Sure, yeah. 3 jobs at the same time too. Yeah, your girl was grinding, and then her body fell apart because she worked so hard that her health she couldn't handle it no more, you know? Then her body fell apart. Don't take your health for granted, guys, and don't overwork yourself if you can help it, because you never know what will happen. See, that's fair. If death appeared before me, I would think it was disrespectful if he wouldn't at least look me in the eyes. Sounds like you're making a pooping face and thinking too hard about her doing the most. I had a family to help out, and I did what I had to, you know? My dad got his house because of me. My siblings went to college because of me, and I can be proud of that, you know? Not that they'll ever know. I think I tried to tell them one time, and they didn't believe me, and I was like, well, me and my dad can attest, but I'm not going to call him to make him prove it, so. I'm respectful for real. We had to cut, so there's something that we do, when we take care of the giraffes, which is we have to collect browse for them. And browse is basically a bunch of different like tree branches and leaves and stuff that they would browse for in the wild, right? Hence the name. In order to do that, we went out along the property line and went into the forest to collect like certain trees branches that they can eat. So they're allowed to eat hackberry, they're allowed to eat, was it sweet maple, and also what was the last one called? Sugar gum? I forgot the name. Anyways, we were going out looking for all of that, and some of the trees were so up high, and my boss is shorter than I am, and my other coworker, he was a dude, but he's only like 2 inches taller than me. He's only like 5'9". So the three of us were just like hopping around like idiots with our little clippers trying to clip these tree branches. It was so funny, but we figured it out. Eventually I'd like hop, because I can jump really high at the very least, so I like jumped up and grabbed the branch and pulled it down, and like we figured it out. But it was really fun. Rickover gotta go. Bye, Kira. Good luck at work. I'm respectful except when people play certain characters in certain video games. Right, okay, Ray. Wait, who didn't believe what? I missed something. My siblings didn't really believe that I had helped out as much as I did. But that's because I never talked about it. So I think they thought I was trying to be like bragging or something. I don't know. I realized something, that me and my sister misunderstand each other a lot, because apparently, so my mom was like, you need to call your sister because my sister's going through a lot right now. And I was like, yeah, of course. She hasn't been answering my phone calls. And so I was having a bad day and I was venting to my mom, like, why am I always the one that needs to call my sister and check up on her? Why don't they check up on me? My mom like looked at me in a serious, she's like, not looked at me, she's like, oh, I almost said my name. She's like, Bubba, your sister's always complaining that you never call her. Like, you don't check up on people. And I was like, what's happening? Are we like, so I think we both misunderstand each other, because I feel like I'm always checking up on her. She feels like she's always checking up on me. We don't feel like each other are checking up enough on each other. I don't know. I am known for forgetting to call people. I am known for that, so I know part of it is probably my fault. I definitely don't think I check up as much as I should. But at the same time, like, my sister didn't check up on me when I was in the hospital 3 times in that 1 year. So, you know, I think we misunderstand each other. I think it's just literally just misunderstandings, and I just want to get better at that. But also, how do you get over the stress of phone calls? I overthink it so much. Like, even just calling my family, man. I don't know. I'm often so amazed at how many things people do and manage to keep up with when it's a matter of survival. My response is to shut down. I gotta survive, you know? Okay. If y'all want to tell me, here, let me here, I'll give you guys something to talk about while I'm gone, because I gotta give him a walk. What do you think makes a good friend? This isn't the topic of like me talking about my sister and stuff. What do you think makes a good friend? What are some good qualities, or what have you defined? I will be right back so I can walk Link. Okay, sorry. That took a little longer than expected. Hello, hello, I return. Hi, Scar. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Okay, hold on. Let me see what y'all. Let me see what y'all wrote. What did I ask? Oh, what do you think is a good? Okay, what? All right. What do you think makes a good friend? That's right. Oh, thank you for pitting that, Em. I appreciate it. Let me catch up. I'm gonna be behind. To me, a good friend is someone who just understands. Like, we haven't talked for a year and I say hello out of the blue. Yeah, life happens, all good. In all honesty, for me, it comes down to understanding, or at least trying to. I don't know how to put myself in others' shoes, but I'll do my darndest to sit there with them while they go through it. I think it's about being there, how and when you can, and understanding when it mismatches. Kind of like Bubba and her sister. It is hard to do, though, yeah. I hate this answer because I'm not very good at it. A good friend assumes positive intent. If you hurt their feelings, a good friend talks to you about it because they assume it wasn't intentional and that you'd want to know how to not hurt their feelings in the future. A bad friend assumes you meant to hurt their feelings and gets reactive or defensive instead of just asking whether you meant it. That's a really good point, Em. To be fair, it's always possible to value in others what you don't see in yourself. Perhaps that's part of what makes it so important to you. I'd agree, I struggle with that too. Assuming positive intent is super hard, but we're trained to look for patterns. So if we assume the worst, why can't we always also assume the best? I assumed the best, maybe too much. Maybe I'm too much of a glass half full type of person. Yeah. Hi, Ina. Welcome in. I don't know if you're still here, but hello, hello. What do you think? What do you mean? What? You nailed it. Pattern recognition, especially if you had bad experiences as a kid, makes that the most difficult. But if your friend is also a good friend, and if you do assume positive intent when you can, they can also assume positive intent, give you points for doing your best, and tell you when you missed the mark. I think a good friend also will learn from their friends, right? I like to think that I have tried my best to assume the positive traits of my friends, and I learned from them. I think I've learned so much from all of my friends around me, you know? And excellent, my pizza has arrived, so I must away. Bye, Frenchie. Did I catch up? I want to think he only saw part of the pinned message and didn't click to see the whole thing. Oh, I see. Sorry I'm late. Was getting Supergirl food. No worries. Never apologize for being late. You have a weird definition of friends in the first place. What do you define as a friend then? It's difficult because I do feel like I am surrounded by a lot of people, especially now. VTubing especially has introduced me to a lot of really cool people that I don't think I would have met otherwise, and it's very difficult for me now to classify friend versus acquaintance versus viewer versus mutual. It's difficult, but I like to think there is one of my favorite songs has a lyric that really speaks to me. I don't want to spread too thin, breaking my back to make too many friends. I want them to need me around, to be an audience for my breakdowns. I feel like a true friend to me is someone that I feel like I can be myself around, and that won't judge when I am not feeling my best, when I need their help, when I need their support. It's difficult. It's very difficult for me to trust someone when I'm at my most vulnerable, which is usually, you know, when I'm having a seizure. And knowing that I can trust them and rely on them, I've had issues with that in the past, right? Where, you know, my ex watched me have a seizure, watched the store lady yell at me while I was having a seizure because the store lady didn't want me sitting on the bookshelf. And so I sat on the ground. She didn't want me sitting on the ground either. And my ex just watched it happen. Didn't try to tell her what was happening, didn't try to help me up, didn't just watched it happen. And that was kind of like that was a low blow for me. It wasn't what caused the breakup, but it was definitely a part of it. And it's like losing that trust is so difficult. It's so scary. That lady can go, but I mean, in her defense, she didn't know what was happening. I tend to be pretty lucid right before the seizure happens, and the seizures for me just kind of look like I'm passing out. So she didn't know what was happening, but I wasn't in a situation where I could speak. I could not speak, and you would have thought my ex, who I had told about what to do in these situations. I know it was probably a situation of a deer in headlights. It was his first time seeing it, and like, you know, what do you do? But at the very least, like, he didn't have to like do all the stuff for me, but at the very least he could have told the lady to fuck off, or at least explain to her what's happening, you know? Even looking past out of lightheaded. Yeah. Talked to this one guy almost every day, and I guess he got comfortable being himself around me, but himself was not good. Yeah, that's difficult. Like, I like to think too that as much as I think my friends have influenced me in a good way, that I can be a positive influence to the people around me. But it is difficult if someone is like very abrasive or very rude or very mean, for example. Like I don't fucks with that. I can't handle people that are just mean. It doesn't, I don't like when people are just making other people feel bad, for example. I don't think I could be friends with someone like that. Yeah. If you look like you're passing out, it should still be something someone understands. I don't know. I don't know. That moment will forever stay fresh in my memory, though, because it was a moment of one of my most vulnerable moments, and that trust was broken. And now I think I'm very afraid of ever letting that happen again, which is why when I feel sick most of the time I just go to the bathroom. Because even though I know I have friends that say they'll do stuff for me, this was my literal partner. And so how can I trust my friends if I couldn't even trust my partner to do what he said he would, which is to protect me? So I have had a hard time since, you know, letting that type of vulnerability show. So I go to the bathroom and let it happen in there. That's horrifying. I'm so sorry. You know, in the moment I hadn't thought it was a big deal, but when I looked back on it, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. I have no clue when to call people friends, because previous people I called friends weren't good. I was more the joke material. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's difficult because I feel like you just need to have a lot of communication with the other person, and it's difficult. I can't help you there because I'm autistic, and like I don't know either. Like, at what point do you classify someone as a friend, or like when they classify you as a friend, you know? I don't know. The good thing about that situation is that I don't think I'll ever meet anyone worse than that ever. I met some pretty bad people in my life. Yeah. Similar here, not for the same reason, but I feel you. Yeah, and it can be very difficult for me, especially to cut people out of my life. I've had to have friends quite literally shake me and stage an intervention to help me cut people out of my life. I'm very bad at it. Because I don't like to hurt people, but there's only so much I should allow myself to be hurt too, which is what they were telling me, which is what I'm trying to improve on, you know? We'll get there eventually, maybe. I also met Kira like the week after I cut him out. Yo! Kira has been an amazing addition to my life. I'm very grateful to have met her. What are you doing back there? Hi Link. Jimbo's making noise back there. I don't know what he's doing. This freaking cat. But yeah, I don't know, especially IRL. I feel like it's easier online to be like, yeah, this person's my friend, and because I hang out with them a lot, I'm on Discord with them a lot. IRL is difficult. IRL is so difficult, especially because I'm surrounded by everyone's older than me. I live in a very tiny town now, and it's like old people everywhere. It's kind of like a retirement town, so it's especially difficult, and I don't really mind. I feel like having IRL friends is kind of difficult for me because this is what happened with one of my IRL friends. I'm not good at carving out time to meet IRL people, because most of the time, why would I go out to meet someone when I could just stay at home and be in bed and maybe be on Discord? I have a very tough time with IRL friends, unless they're willing to come to my house, but even then it's like, ooh, I gotta be in that mental space for that. So you have to be kind to yourself. You're a berry, you bruise. Aw, thank you, Lila. I appreciate that. Don't make me emotional. I'm emotional today. Kira makes an excellent addition to my collection. Cough, cough. You played with Roald after I cut out my last group. Yeah, I'm proud of you for cutting them out if they were toxic to you. And that's very difficult to do. I think there's a step from assuming that they'd actually, from assuming people don't mean to hurt your feelings, to assuming that they'd actually feel bad and act differently if you asked. That's the part that's hard for me. That is true. Or like, in my situation, someone feels bad, apologizes, and then the next week does it again, and then apologizes, and then the next week does it again, and then apologize, you know, and it was becoming a repetitive cycle, and it was like, okay, at what point do I stop should I stop forgiving you because you clearly haven't learned your lesson? you know? I mean, no one knows what I look like or my name. Same. I mean, some of my close friends do, but it's actually kind of bad. I get confused when people call me by my real name. I can't tell you what happened today because it would like dox me in my name, but let me just say that my coworker called me a completely different name today. Not any, and it was really funny because he just looks at me and he was like, yeah, Bubba could do this with me, but imagine he called me like Bob instead of Bubba. That's what it was like, where it was kind of similar, but not really. He was like, yeah, Bob can do this with me. My boss looks at him and then looks at me and she's like, don't you mean Bubba? And he was like, oh, yeah, that. I was sorry, my name is difficult. Damn. I have had enough shit friends that I think they have turned me into a less than ideal friend through defense mechanisms. Yeah, but I try to maintain some of my whimsy and try to be kind, you know? Stay sweet and be kind to someone you love is my motto, after all. I don't want to let life or people fuck me up like that. I don't want to let someone have that type of control over myself and my personality, okay? They don't deserve that. So I'm gonna do my best, learn from my mistakes, try not to be traumatized, and move on. I just feel like, you know, if someone pisses you off, like, I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction of pissing me off. Okay? I'm stubborn. So, you know what? You're not pissing me off. I'll be mad and then I'm over it. I just started going by IRL. Problem solved. Nice. That's fucked up. You don't gotta ever assume positive intent after that. Yeah. Kira's heard me called by my name before, but doesn't remember it because she feels like she's hearing something illegal. I pretend I do not see. Yes. I fear it would be really cringy if I started going by Scar. That's such a based mindset. I try. You know, at my other job, as a park ranger, one of my coworkers' name was Bubba. Like, unironically, his name was Bubba, and they would call him Bubba all the time, right? Because that's his name. And sometimes they'd call him Bubs, and I try. You know how hard it was not to respond to that because his name was Bubba. It was so funny. If someone makes me depressed, I think the same thing. I make myself happy out of spite. Yeah, like, they don't deserve to make me unhappy. They don't deserve to change my whole day because, you know, at least what I try to, you know, sometimes it doesn't work, but at least I try. I wouldn't find Scar cringy as a name, but obviously it matters what you think the most. Guys, do you want to know? I met some, well, I didn't meet them, but I heard someone called Zeus the other day when I was at the store. Their literal name was Zeus. Is that not the most badass name ever? I don't think it was a nickname. I'm pretty sure their name was just Zeus, which was pretty dang cool, if I'm not gonna lie. My coworker also has a cool name. I've never heard that type of name before. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want to dox anyone, but like, pretty cool names out here. I don't know if it's just because of where I live or what, but there's some crazy names. No one has thought it sounded dumb. Maybe I should just go by it. If you like it, why not? The old group I played with pushed me as far as they could, and eventually I realized that they were not good, but it took a while. That now I get nervous to even meet people online. That's fair. That's very valid. You know, take the time to pick your friends and make sure that they make you happy this time instead of, you know, whatever that other friend group was doing, right? It's okay to be picky about your friends. But also don't close your heart off because you never know who you're gonna meet, right? Zeus is amazing as a name, right? Yeah. I thought you solved it. You know someone named Falcon? One of the podcasts I listen to, basically the only podcast I listen to, it's a husband and wife duo, and it's a podcast called Wonderful. I know I've talked about this so much, and they talk about things that they like, things that they find wonderful. It's so cute. It's such a happy, like, I don't know, I listen to it on the way to work and on the way back, and it just adds a spark of happiness to my life. Anyways, the husband's name is Griffin, and I think that's such a cool name. Can you imagine just having a name? His brother, I can say this because it's a podcast, not doxing anyone, but his brother's like Justin and Travis, typical names, and then Griffin. Can you imagine your name's Justin and your little brother's name is Griffin? I'd be so upset. Like, why didn't I get a cool badass name? Also, sorry for the ads. We're just chilling. You played with them for 8+ years. Damn. I diagnosed the problem by fixing it would require a different solution. Oh. Oh, the keyboard problem. Right. Griffin is a good one. Griffin's a really good one. I keep trying to... I mentioned this podcast because surely someone out there has listened to them, right? Surely someone out there knows the McElroys, knows of the Adventure Zone, knows of My Brother, Brother and Me, or Wonderful. Surely someone out there knows them. I haven't bumped into anyone yet, but one day someone will. And if you like positive things and you like hearing about little tidbits of information, that would be the one for you. This has happened to me like 5 times. It takes me forever to trust someone. Yeah. I fear I still trust too easily. That's just the way I am. Well, I'm pretty open at the start, but I feel like I don't fully open my heart, if that makes sense. So maybe I don't trust easily, but maybe, like, I don't know how to describe it, because I trust, but I don't at the same time. Like, I trust, but to a point. Like, I don't trust fully. So, The first time I heard the name Hugh IRL, I imagined it was Hugh, like colors, and I thought it was so cool. What just happened? I think I had never met a Logan before up until a few years ago. And what else? Oh man, I'm so aware now that of the fact that I look up when I think. Dang. What are some other really cool names that you never really experienced before? Because, like, I'm surrounded by Arab names, so for me, they're not uncommon, but I imagine for other people they might be. I don't know. But I know Logan was something I hadn't. Hubert. It's hard to think. I know a lot of names I'm surrounded by. I've met a lot of Bryans in my life, a lot of Brandons in my life, a lot of Nicholas, a lot of Justin, a lot of Josh, a lot of Elizabeths. Oh my god, so many Elizabeths. A lot of Emmas, a lot of Michaela. So many Michaelas. And Mackenzies. What else? I'm gonna save for that Ara. You want 50k points? Go for it. Zebediah is just really fun to say for some reason. Zebediah. Huh. First time I heard the name... Oh, I already read that. I know it's very stereotypical, but I stroke my beard when I think. I mean, if I had a beard, I probably would too. Seems like it would be satisfying, like a satisfying stim, you know? So much so that I actually have thinner hair where I do. Uh-oh. Maybe that's a bad thing, actually. Uh-oh. When you see my mouth spazzing out, it's because I'm drinking my water. Wow, this music is so good. I love it. I knew an emerald green once. I like the emerald green is so based. I like the name Ferris a lot. Reminds me of both a Ferris wheel and Farah Fawcett. I met a lot of Farahs in my life. I met a lot of Fatimas, but that's just a typical Arab name. Abdullah, very typical Arab names. Muhammad. The amount of Muhammads in my family alone. I think I had a classmate named Rainbow. What was it that I was... Oh, literally Resident Evil. They spelled Alex like A-L-Y-X. The very fascinating spellings, that's for sure. Rainbow is kind of cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. You knew someone named Morgan Knight. That's a cool name. That's like an actress name right there. Like, you know, Andrew Garfield. What a name. Can you even, like, does he know that... Does he know about the cat? You know, does he know about the orange cat that likes lasagna and hates Mondays? Do you think he knows? Andrew Garfield. What? Emma Stone? Also a cool name. I fear I do not have that type of name. I just have a name that people don't know how to pronounce. Farah. Oh, I pronounced it the Arab way because we don't say Farah, we say Farah. Alex is up there with Alex for me. I don't like the A-L-E-K-X spelling because it makes me think I have to say Alex instead of Alex. I don't know. Both those names are outstanding. A lot of actors have fake names. I know, but like Andrew Garfield's name is surely real, right? Even though I don't play much Rivals, it has been an important game for me. So true. Well, actually, I play a lot of it. I don't know why I'm saying. To be fair, even Stan Lee isn't actually. Yeah, can you imagine if that was, though? Can you imagine? Stan Lee Yelnats. But I feel like a lot of actors and actresses' names are real, no? Like, who's... I feel like their names are real. Right? No? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. Like, who else is a really cool name? Emma Stone's real name is not Emma. What? Wait. Emily Jean Stone. Oh, but Emily Stone is still cool too, no? Emily, Emma, you know. She adopted the stage name Emma when she registered for Screen Actors Guild, as another actress was already registered under the name Emily Stone. Oh, interesting. A lot of people mispronounce my IRL name, but the wrong pronunciation has my flair, not gonna lie. Michael Keaton isn't his real name? I don't know who Michael Keaton is. I'm really bad with names. Mike. Wait, Michael is spelled with like Michael Keaton? Michael, wait, who are you? Oh, this guy with the creepy I don't like this guy because he's always a villain. Yeah, I don't like him. He has murder in his eyes. I just can't share the same name, so if there's more than one, they change it. How do you, bruh? What? Why are you, bruh? What? I'm very bad with names. I do know faces, but I'm bad with names. My bad. Did you know Cyclops voice actor? Where's Lynn? What's his name? It's the same Cyclops from X-Men 97. Right, what's his name? Ray Chase. Yeah, Ray Chase. I don't know if Lynn's still here, but I feel like she might like that. Yeah, Nouvelle. I thought he sounded familiar, but he is also Ray Chase is also the Cyclops X-Men 97 voice actor, so like he sounds the same, which is nice. They've been doing that for a few of the characters, like Rogue has the same voice actor. I think Gambit. No, does Gambit have the same? Yeah, I think Gambit has the same voice actor. Cyclops has the same voice actor. Who else? I think there's a few others, but almost every comic book writer and artist has a fake name. Writers make sense and artists make sense, but like actors and actresses, huh? So people wouldn't know they were Jewish. Ah, I see. She says, but crushed on Nemesis. Always a villain, and his most famous role is Batman. I never watched the Batmans because I'm not gonna lie, live action Batman kind of cringes me out. I crushed on Nemesis. Yeah, but he's like a monster. He's like different, you know? It's different. It's different. Can you get off of that, Jimbo? Oh my god, this guy. Almost every VA in Rivals uses their iconic VA. That's awesome. Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Gonna pick Cyclops and say, to me, my Oratrice Mécanique, get down, you silly cat. Yeah, I thought he sounded familiar and I couldn't pinpoint it, and then I was like, oh, it's this guy, which is awesome. It was World War II, and they were refugees often. Almost every superhero was made by a Jewish person, which is interesting. I mean, it makes sense, you know, like when you come up with someone that's like amazing and can rescue you because you yourself are living in like a pretty hopeless situation in real life. It makes sense why you would come up with stuff like that, no? I certainly would. I definitely have. I got a lot of OCs and a lot of D&D characters for that exact reason. One of my favorite D&D character, his name is Tickle Tildren, and he is a artificer, and he's very freaking autistic. And I don't know, I put a lot of myself in him, and I really love him. And I do like doing that, putting a little bit of myself in characters and then making them super badass. Not that I couldn't be in real life, but it's just kind of fun that way, I think. Do you guys have OCs or D&D characters, or I mean, I guess they're just OCs that you really like, or even just real characters, like comic book characters that you see a bit of yourself in? Cyclops right click is just red Nuvi hydro pump. It makes sense now. It's just a red Nuvi. I don't know. I played Genshin Japanese, so I wouldn't know. Did I tell you about the guy my company hired named Chadley? You did! I thought that was hilarious. Like, let's take all the one-syllable men's names and Bradley-fy them. Bobley, Toddley, Jackley, Chadley. So funny. Stanley's family is Jewish, but he always resisted being called Jewish. I wonder why. Like, I wonder why. Changed his name because he thought Stanley sounded cooler. Oh, maybe because, like, he was worried that he would be persecuted for it or something. It took me a long time just to... Like, even... I don't think I really admitted it on stream for a long time that I was Palestinian. Just because I was worried that people would harass me for it, or... For many different reasons, I guess. But... So I understand some of that fear, I suppose. Stanley Lieber. Hey, his real name is still really cool, though. I still think it's pretty cool. There goes the baker with his tray like always. The same old bread and buns to sell. Every morning just the same, since the morning that we came. My friends and I made Genshin OCs back before Inazuma. Mine was Electro Monkey Adeptus with a polearm, specifically because Raiden's weapon wasn't confirmed yet. I don't think I've ever thought to make Genshin OC, like myself, or, you know, like a character that I would like to see. I really saw myself as Sucrose, actually. As much as I would love to be like, yeah, I'm Beto. If I were to be a Genshin character, I saw a lot of myself in Sucrose, actually. I don't know if I'm not necessarily as shy as she is. I used to be. But I resonated a lot with Sucrose. Now, how many years has it been since Genshin? 5 years later? I wonder if there's anyone else. I mean, I love Beto. I feel like if I could be a mash of Beto and Sucrose, that would be me. Magneto, Deadpool, and Ultron are the only heroes I can think of that aren't voiced by their iconic VAs. I don't know why Deadpool wasn't, other than he hasn't voiced him in a while. Deadpool, like, VA or Ryan Reynolds? Because I feel like when people think of Deadpool, they think of Ryan Reynolds, but I don't know who his actual VA was. Mag and Ultron? Yeah. Sucrose the goat. I love Sucrose. She's such a cutie patootie. Subaru from ReZero I see myself in. Deadpool VA. Characters I see myself in that you guys know. I think Columbina a bit. I loved Jay's Genshin OC project back in the day. I think that's a cool idea. Nolan North is famous for voicing Deadpool. Oh, right. Nolan VA. I've heard of this name. Why have I heard of this name? Let's see. What else has he voiced in that I know? Wait, Rocket? Wait, he voices... Oh, yeah, he just said that. That's crazy. That's fucking hurt. Lara Croft. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Justice League. Green Lantern. The Homeless Man. Hi, Shiny Bot. Welcome in. How you doing? Hi. We're just talking about characters that we think we see ourselves in. For me, I was saying like Genshin Impact characters, but if they're like any video game or movie or like anime characters you see yourself in, or like you see that you think you can relate to, maybe. Megamind All-Star Car Race. Interesting. I mean, he's been in a lot, but I unfortunately don't know a lot of these rules. Kung Fu Panda. Oh, I see. It was the Rhino Guard and Shoddy Boat Owner. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. He hasn't voiced him in a while, though, for some reason. I wonder why. He's one of the most hired VAs. That actually makes sense to me. Rocket kind of has a similar vibe to Deadpool. He's literally in everything. My favorite with OCs is thinking of what they were doing during the main story. Like for a friend's D&D campaign, I was an Isekai Knight of Favonius who was close to that girl by the Commission Born. Oh, I feel like... Do you feel like you'd have a vision if you were in Genshin? Or do you feel like you would just be like a random NPC? I would be in Sumeru, without a doubt. I would be in Sumeru. Would I be smart enough for academia? Or would I be the reject? Because my whole family are geniuses. Like in real life, my family are geniuses. And I feel like I'd be that one girl. Because I am the black sheep of my family. that's like not quite smart enough to get into or maybe I was in the academia. That's difficult. If I were to have a vision, it'd definitely be Dendro. But I'd be doing research on animals without a doubt. So I don't know. Would I be doing research or would I just be working with them? Something with animals regardless. Yeah. I like Ito. Dude's a whole vibe and a half. Who doesn't love Ito? He's also famous for being Nathan Drake in Uncharted. Oh. Wait. I'm still looking at his... Hold on. There's gotta be someone in here I know. Ah. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. The Black Order. He was Deadpool and Rocket. Oh, he voices Rocket a few times then, huh? Oh. Hi, Brando. Hello.
37 month slave in gang bubble 10 squish bubble 10 squish bubble 10 squish bubble 10 squish.
Brando, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Good morning. I think you probably think too low of yourself. You are definitely smarter than me. Yeah, it's just that when you're surrounded by literal geniuses in your family, it can be hard to think that way. But you're right. I'm not stupid. I'm just average. Maybe slightly above average. I don't know. We're just talking about like what movie, video game, or like anime characters we relate to the most. Yeah. Hi, Ina. Welcome back. I want to say 95% of Rivals VAs aren't voicing the characters for the first time. No shot I get a vision. I work real hard and then get very disillusioned when it never appears and resign myself to a much more unimportant life than I thought I'd have. I don't want to be like a main character, you know, that's too much stress. But I definitely would be living in Sumeru. I would definitely have my eyeballs on Haikave, just looking at them and being like, I wonder what they're up to. What are they up to? Going to the Puspa Cafe like every day because they sell shawarma and that cafe is so pretty. Maybe working at the academia. But I don't know because I was not fond of my university experience. I did not like studying. I hated studying. So, and also I hated writing a thesis. So that's why that's what made me think I don't know if I'd be in the academia because I hated it. It's not that I couldn't get in. I just hated it. So, I don't know. Definitely above average, especially when it comes to animals. Is the music supposed to be louder than you? Is it still? I turned it down. The mic is just... I feel like I need to defend myself for not mentioning the sound, so I will say that is not louder than her for me. I turned it down earlier. Because Vency had mentioned it. Do I need to turn it down more? That seems too low. It's quite a bit louder? Oh, Lord. Well, we are an hour and a half into stream now. Yeah, hello. I'm still looking at Nolan North's. There's got to be something in here that I know very well. Spider-Man! Voltron. Oh, he was in Voltron. Oh, Iverson. Ooh. He was the annoying guy. What else? Mr. Peabody. Be Cool Scooby-Doo. What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. Oh, Aravind. Why is this thing not working?
Holy moly. 50.
50 is crazy. Thank you so much for the resub, Aravind. How you doing? I always have trouble hearing the music though, so the fact that I can hear it may be an indicator of a problem now that I think about it. I see. Same here. I'd probably be smart enough for college. I'm just not driven for it. I finished it, thankfully. But I did not like it. It seems way quieter to me. It does. Well, now I don't know who did what. Is the music good or not? What do I do? You know what I should do? I'll just listen to myself. Hold on. I will determine what the volume is like. I will determine what the volume is like. I will determine what the volume is like. Look at the echo. That's crazy. I can't. It's perfect? Okay. I'm a bit tired, but home from work. Me too. Okay, good job at work. I hate college. I already know anything, so I can't be asked to do anything other than the bare minimum. There was a lot to learn in college. I felt so stupid in college, actually, because there was just so much to learn. But, I mean, it was a lot to study. There was so much to learn. Why are there so many Lego characters that he has voiced, by the way? So many Lego characters. Interesting. There's so many Lego characters. And he's voiced a lot of Rocket. He does like Rocket, so interesting. I'm not even halfway down the list of what he's voiced. Holy shit, you're so right. Nolan North has voiced a lot of characters. I already had 7 years experience in when I went to college for when I started. I had a shit ton of experience with animals and stuff, but there was still so much for me to learn. So tell you he's in so much. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking because wow, my music sounds so low now. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, well, that'll have to do. Dun, 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 dun. I've been rewatching Gintama recently and I'm identifying with Gin or Gintama. Gintama? Jintoki? Even more now. I've not watched it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. I have been recently watching Demons of the Shadow Realm, although not in the last few days. But I've been watching that and I don't know what I've been wanting to watch recently. Do I want to watch romance? Do I want to watch adventure? I don't know. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, where's my water? It's on my lap. I'm dumb. I think animals are a lot more complicated than programming. That's why it's so impressive. I don't know. I think it's literally a situation of what we are comfy with. You've done programming for a long time. I've worked with animals for a long time. So to each of us, it seems easy. But programming is complicated as hell for me. So it seems easy for me. Thank you for the hydrate and for the stretch, Vinci. I hope your pizza was good. I don't know if I want to make a tuna melt or just make chicken nuggets. That's my stomach has not been happy. I mean, there's so many animals. Programming is like a one and done thing. Is it though? Is it? I'm not sure if it is. It seems like there's a lot to do when it comes to programming. So I don't know about that one. I'm unsure. Programming just has a stigma. What do you mean by stigma? Oh, I wanted to make it to 2 hours. But I'm tired. He said it was nummy. It's storming outside. I'm laying in bed and watching the Chill Bubba stream. I'm very tired. Yeah, it was storming so. I told you guys, right? I told you that I got caught in the thunderstorm and was sopping wet at work. Yeah, it was dripping water. I actually wrung out my hair. That's how I literally looked like I took a shower. It was just, yeah. EP, yeah, it was a good day at work. I think I'm gonna sleep well tonight for sure. The other day I heard someone say, your obvious is your art, and then what they meant was the thing that feels so simple to you is just the thing you're really fucking good at, and I thought it was really lovely. Yeah, literally. Like, to me, I couldn't imagine doing programming at all. That's confusing, but animals have been my whole life, so they're not that confusing to me. Like, the second you learn their routine and what they're about, it's not that difficult. I have, like, done research and stuff, but, you know. Also, thank you for the hype train, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. You gotta give yourself room to be flexible with starting this new job. Do whatever you gotta do for your health and well-being. Yeah. I have a break tomorrow, and then I work Friday, and then I think I have 2 days off again, or maybe 3. I'm not sure. We'll see. But it's nice. Yeah. I don't think thankfully the job does have a lot of like downtime. It feels like. I think I just gotta get used to it. Yeah. Gonna help with dinner. See you. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Good luck with dinner. Hope you have something yummy. And thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. As always. I always appreciate when people stop by. You're just here for little old me. You want to listen to me yap? Really? Even though I stutter a lot? Thank you so much. Thank you kindly. I really appreciate it. And I love this background that I found. So pretty. I put it in my panels. A lot of the backgrounds that I've been using recently have been Sanique. I think that's how you pronounce. So yeah. Show her and the kitty. I've been putting my long hair back on me. But Yap's the best Yap. Thank you. I thought the same thing when I started because it seems that way. My giraffe. By stigma, I mean people who always think it's so hard. Oh. If you do, I have not noticed. My stutters? Oh, thank God. It's really not as complicated as it seems, and once you know the basics, learning is more is easy. Maybe it's just that I don't have an interest in it, so it seems complicated because I don't have an interest in learning it, so it's like not fun. Scar's headset suspiciously dying just as we pay him compliments about his work. So true. Even other languages are so similar. Wait, what? Yeah. So true, so true. I don't know. What's a skill that you have that you think is easy, but other people might think is difficult? What do you think? Like you guys said, for me, it's knowing and learning about all these animals, but I don't think it's particularly difficult. The other day I heard wait, huh? Did I not just read that? Oh, you responded to Scar. I was like, I blink blonk. I am confusion. I am confusion. You resent it. Yeah, I got you. I got you, I understand. Naruhodo. Do I want cheeseburger? I can make a cheeseburger tonight. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to eat for dinner. Because I know I need to. I don't know. Do any of you guys go through phases where some days you're freaking ravenous and no matter how much you eat, you're never full, and then other days like you don't want to eat at all? Why does that happen? What does that mean? You gave someone a heart attack when I wrote a description for his Minecraft mod that said hero packing is an amazing way to learn how, and many hero packers have gone on to study in-game development fields, and telling him that people have made whole video games because of him made him take a step back. Wait, really? I was trying to figure out what that meant, but you're saying you meant... Oh! That's so cool. Technology, actually. Like how to find and do certain things on the computer. I'm not a programmer, but I definitely know my way around the computer. I would also say that your creativity, Vency, even if you don't see it, like you have helped me with so much stuff that I was like, oh my God. Like, I've been going in circles on this, and I talked to Vency and they solved my problem in like 2 minutes, and I'm like, what the frick? How did you do that? What the hell? My boss says I'm really good at finding ways to automate processes, and it's really obvious to me, but I guess it seems like magic and wizardry to other people. What do you mean by automate processes? How does that work? Creativity, I quite enjoy. I know you do. You're quite good at it. He made a mod that he allowed add-ons for, and that's why I am even a programmer. What a legacy to leave. That's incredible. That's really, really cool. Other than like animals, I have a difficult time sometimes thinking of like what other talents I may have. I mean, like, I've learned how to talk, and I am learning how to sing. Is it a talent to be a hard worker? I don't even know if I'm a hard worker. My mother calls me lazy. Is it a talent to be kind? I'm not the only one. A lot of people have become whole programmers by making silly little superheroes in Minecraft. He works for Minecraft now, so he's doing well, which is good because he deserves it, and he struggled. Scar, have you met Strawberry? Have you met or followed Strawberry Stardust? My berry sister? I don't remember if you have. I didn't respond to this, but thank you. That means a lot. Aww. I'm not sure if you have, but if you haven't, you should go check her out. She also worked for Minecraft. I don't know if I'm allowed to say more than that. Probably, because she said it, but I do follow her. Brenda told me what you're about to say. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I like to brag about Strawberry. She's so cool. She's so freaking cool. Oh, she has a stream. I know what I get to watch tonight. Yay! Because I get to stay up late, too. Yay! I missed him. He's been on break. So I can write code or use tools that people would call low code. They do things like coding, but they don't involve a lot of coding, and I can easily identify processes we do that could be fully repeatable, so the same every time, which means a computer could do them instead of us. Oh, literally automating. Oh, that's really cool. Interesting. My nose is getting stuffy. Unfortunately, they never would have worked at the same time. What do you mean? The mods or what? Oh, sorry. You meant your friend that they wouldn't have worked at the same time as Strawberry. Right, yeah. No, I know. I was still like, it's just cool that she worked for, Minecraft. You know what I'm good at, actually? I'm really good at repetitive tasks. Is that considered a talent? I really like doing repetitive things. I could just sit there for hours doing the same thing over and over because my brain like will log out, and then I can sit there coming up with a million different scenarios because I have a large imagination. And if I could just do the same thing over and over, I'm quite good at it. And I'm very detailed. I notice details like crazy. So I guess that's a talent of mine, maybe. I spent all morning working on a tool for people to make hero packs. And the first thing someone said is, who's still hero packs anymore? No! I don't even know what that is. Can you describe it to me? What's hero pack? What are hero packs? My dad is really good at that. That totally counts as a strength. I would hate that. Yeah, I love it. I actually, like, when I was working the ranger job, I had, like, a specific routine that they would have me do because I was doing a lot of cleaning, right? And then my second week, so my first week I was just repeating it. In my second week there, it was like, they decided to change it, and I was very upset because I was like,
Hi,
my routine.
Bubs.
I liked this routine. Hi, Andy. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Welcome in. We're talking about our own little special talents. Like what you think that you're good at that someone else might not be as good at. It's an add-on for the mod that adds more superheroes. Oh, okay. Superhero is like a mod as well. Sorry about that. I meant very repetitive things. I got you. My talent is being super bendy. That certainly is a talent. I'm not flexible at all. Christmas card I sent you was actually an advertisement. Oh, I see. Oh, how cute. I love that. You got hypertension, so my jolts go bendy bend. I'm like not flexible at all. I have to work on it all the time because I'm freaking, I wouldn't say creaky, but I definitely am not flexible. I added the Fantastic Four, made cards for it, sent it out to friends. Can you make Rocket Raccoon and like make him small? Can you like give him a tail and make him small? That's my challenge for you. If you think about it, my strength, automating repetitive things, is motivated by my lack of your strength, the ability to do repetitive things without wanting to perish from boredom. Yeah, I am the automation. Me. Is me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. You're very good at coming up with ideas, songs, poetry, and even the questions to ask on stream. You're an excellent storyteller. Am I? I have so many friends around me that I think are great storytellers that like actually make you want to listen to them. I feel like I'm a yapper, but I don't know if I'm the type of yapper that makes people want to listen, you know? Like Sis and BL, for example, I think are great examples at being really, really freaking good at telling stories and making people want to listen to them. Whereas I'm like spouting stuff because I'm autistic. But I don't know if that necessarily is like people want to listen to my stories, you know? You actually have more. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Rocket is so cute and dear to me, and I want to give him a hug and a pet, even though he will kill me. But I love Rocket. You have 5 days until your paper 3 exam. Save me. Oh my goodness. Make sure to study, but also take breaks when you can, okay? You got this. I believe in you. You're among my storyteller friends, including Sis. Really? I try, but also I get sidetracked. I don't know. I think a lot of it is like growing up, not really like, I'll tell stories, but I know people aren't listening, but I'll still tell it anyways. Didn't I literally write? I think I wrote a poem about this. Chotto mate. Hold on. So you have like 4 more days to put off schoolwork. No, don't encourage that, Em. What the freak? Hold on. I know I wrote a poem about this. Oh my god, I have so many poems. Holy guacamole. Oh, here it is. It's called Inner Child. Here you go. Here, you want to listen to this? You guys get a free Bubba poem. Because I was talking about feeling like I tell stories, but no one ever listens. Sometimes it's the inner child in her, yapping away. No one listened then. No one listens now. But she speaks anyway. Short and bittersweet. That's that one. I wish I could, but it's US politics, so I can't. There's too much. Oh, good luck. I literally had to do like 16 hours of revision in one day because I kept putting it off. Oh, good luck. Hero packing is a dying art, though. The mod is on an old version, and the current gen is moving on. There's no next gen right now. I'm the old man still hero packing, sitting on the porch telling people how. I think it's cute. I didn't even know about it until you told me. That's a good one. Sometimes it's short and sweet, or short and bittersweet. But yeah, I had always like, I'd been a yapper, and I think when I was younger I was so autistic I didn't realize that I was probably talking over people, and so no freaking wonder no one wanted to listen, because who's this annoying girl interrupting me and trying to tell her story? That was my problem when I was younger, at least. Now I think people listen. I hope. I think. Or they use me to sleep, which is also good. Does that mean I'm like relaxing enough? Hopefully. Hopefully my voice isn't annoying. Fancy study room. Hi, Savvy. Yeah, it is. We're just yapping. And, you know, if you need to study with me in the background, go for it. You had such an issue with interrupting people. I'm trying to get better at it. I definitely think I've gotten a lot better now. And if I do interrupt someone, I'm pretty good at being aware about it and being like, oh, I'm so sorry. Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt. I think I interrupt because I get a thought in my head, and if I don't speak it now, it's gonna be gone because my memory is horrible. But I gotta get better at that. I just had so much to say and so little time before I forgot. Yeah, you get me. I yap so much I don't interrupt people, but I do think I talk too much. No, you don't. I love it when we get to hang and you tell me all these cool facts. I'm like the queen of info dumping, and also liking to listen to people's info dumps. I think it's so fun and cute. Is that an insult to say it's cute when people talk about I like it when people talk about their passions. My voice is nice. Really? Thank you. It's so hard for me to understand why, because it's like my own voice, but I appreciate that. I love yappy folks. I'm great at participating, but bad at carrying the conversation. Yappy folks are the go. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when people reassure me like that, then I don't mind yapping so much, but sometimes I'm like, am I yapping too much? Like, do they want to talk and I'm not letting them talk, you know? But if they're okay with it, then like, yeah. You know what else? You're incredibly resilient, just based on some of the things we've talked about. You have a strength I cannot even imagine. Your perseverance allows you to do things that would topple others. And based on recent discussions, you're incredibly strong physically too. Your strength is that you set and achieve goals. You do what you set out to do, and that kind of follow through is so rare. Oh, thank you. Stop trying to make me emotional, Renshi. Stop. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. You're pretty cool, I guess. Thank you, Brando. Thank you for the shoes. I said it earlier, and I said it on stream too. Thank you for the... Do you know how much my boots went through on day 1? Day day 2 actually, but this is like the first real day of work. Do you know how much those boots went through? They were the only thing on my body that were dry by the end of the day. Like, those boots are strong. Holy shit. I'm not. You asked the question. You're too kind, but thank you. So tsundere. I ain't gonna let my sister go to work. I was just thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Thank freaking God he was stubborn about me being stubborn. Because if I had gone to work with my other shoes, yeah, I would have been miserable. Those would have gone soaked. Yeah. They're quite durable. Like, if 10 out of 10 recommend, you know? I put them through the ringer. Right now here being a real one, like always. I love a practical gift, man. Practical gifts are so nice. I've got a jello heart, I'm not that neat. Hi, Bella, welcome in. Hi. We're just talking about our, what was I talking about, guys? We're talking about our talents, what we think we're talented at. Yeah, I got you, sister. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. I had a lot more I wanted to say about my job, but was holding back. But I do love my job. But man, it feels like a full body workout. Oh my god. Thank you for the hi, Jade. You're talented in eating? Me too, girl. Me too. Me freaking too. I love a good nap. I do love a good nap. No headphones, but I hope you're doing well. Oh, Hold on. Let me just give you a little heart. There. Maybe I just make chicken nuggets. I don't even know if I want chicken nuggets. Frick, I don't want it. Do I make chicken nuggets or a burger? I do have burger patties. So I could make a burger. But they're not defrosted. Do they need to be defrosted though? If it's just like a singular patty? I got pre-made patties for myself because I had a feeling I'd be tired this week. How do you cook a... Do you have to defrost it or can I just put it in the frying pan? How does that work? I don't know. I don't usually buy pre-made frozen foods, so I don't know how it's supposed to work. Do I put it in the microwave? Do I put it in the microwave? I guess I can read the instructions. That's probably smart. I don't even have buns. I have sourdough. Sourdough bread. Packaging should tell you if you should thaw it or cook it frozen. I hope I can just cook it frozen. It's just a singular patty. Because it kind of sounds good right now. I think. It's either that or chicken nuggies. My tummy isn't sure. Costco patties are recommended to cook frozen. They're not from Costco. But they're just beef patties that were on sale. They're like pre-made beef patties, and I think it should be fine. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, good heavens. We made it. We made it. Hello, strawberries are my favorite fruit. Oh, let's freaking go. They're kind of my favorite fruit. They're kind of my whole dealio, you know. I mean, like, can you tell? Welcome in, Horrified Axel. How you doing? Would you like to see more strawberries? Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check out the strawberries. Check it out. Look. Check it out. They're all, look. They're like on my legs too. Yo, isn't that so cool? I love strawberries. You prefer bananas? Oh my god, speaking of bananas. Oh my god. Speaking of bananas, right now, the lemurs get like a bowl of fruit and a bowl of veggies every day, right? And the only fruit we have is, I kid you not, 3 massive boxes of bananas, and they're all kind of going bad, and I was already like feeling a bit nauseous today. This was at the end of the day, and I had to cut up these bananas, these gross smelling bananas, and it's only, you know, you do what you have to for the animals, but oh my god, my stomach was not happy about it. I don't like bananas. You call strawberries strawberries. I got strawberries like everywhere. I like to show them off. Look right here too, on my dress. Strawberries, and also right there. Do you see that? Ain't that so cute? Ain't that so cute? Hello, chat. Hello. Hello, chat. Hello. Mistletoe! I'm not Christmas. I'm not Christmas. You can't say that. I'm not Christmas. I did my very best not to be Christmas themed, okay? I did my very best. I'm not Christmas. I'm not. What does everyone think that? Are you spring? I'm a strawberry. I'm just a strawberry. Why does everyone think I'm Christmas? Just a strawberry. Just a strawberry, man. Man. Oh, man. You never said you were. You said mistletoe, and that implies Christmas, not strawberry. To be fair, I saw you and I thought strawberry. Yeah! Yeah, that's me. I'm a strawberry. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. It just looked viney. Yeah, it is. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I like you already. Thank you. Thank you. Not in its entirety, though. Nandedayo. Why did you put me in the jar? Get jarred? I could just leave, you know? I could just leave. I could just say, get jarred, bozo. What the freak? What the hell? Thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it. What the freak? One of these days, I want to figure out how to do like a strawberry house design, because I was like thinking about it realistically. And like, I really wanted to do something. Let me see. Wrong thing. I really wanted to do something like, let's see. Like imagine if, how do I draw? Do I have brown? I don't. Okay, so imagine like you have a tree, right? You have a tree. The trunk is green because I can't find brown, okay? And I've always imagined I have a tiny little strawberry house at like the base of the tree. And then I didn't know if I wanted, do I want like a little door? Do I want a little door like in the house, right? Or do I want, so we can like, or do I want like a little strawberry house? But then I was thinking like realistically, I can't have a strawberry house, right? Because then the strawberry would go rotten unless it was magical. But then I'm a strawberry, so is it like cannibalistic in a sense, right? How do I do it? But I need help. Does the jar have air holes? It doesn't even have a lid. I just can't get out because I'm small. So like, what do we do for the concept of a cute little house? Because I'm small, you know? I'm just a berry. I don't know. Thinking of concepts for like a cute little berry house is difficult. Like, you guys know my main chat screen. My main chat screen is like a greenhouse. But like this would all be like grass and stuff all around me. And I think a strawberry house would be so cute. But you just live in a terrarium? You think? I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult. Tiny head pats for tiny Bubba. Yeah. So, I don't know. Lore-wise, I can make myself larger, but not for very long. I have, you know, I have plant magic, and plants grow, right? That's why my hair is able to grow, get long or short. Like, I have a lore reason for it. Because I'm a plant, and I got plant powers. How many of you guys have seen my lore video? Just like that. So if she's berry size, she probably needs a house bigger than a berry. I will noodle on this and come up with thoughts. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I love the idea of like an acorn. But acorns are small too. I'm like the size of your thumb. Imagine that. That's like a... Think of like a strawberry. Like a... Yeah. A gingerbread man sits in a gingerbread house. Is he made of house or is the house made of him? He screams for he does not know. This but with Bubba in the strawberry house. A strawberry girl sits in a strawberry house. Is she made of strawberry? Or is this... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, no, I fucked up. Hold on. Let's try this again. A strawberry girl sits in a strawberry house. Is she made of house? Or is the house made of her? She screams, for she does not know. There you go. Gonna out myself for not having looked up your lore video, but I will now that I'm noodling. I can show it to you. Would you like... I like showing it off. But I'd have to go to... Okay. Is it this one? Okay, here it is. Let us see. Oh, I'm in the way. Hold on a second. Please, lore video time. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on 1 second. I need to pause. I've opened the wrong thing. Stop that. Okay, let's pause this. And let us look at... My lore video actually did pretty well.
Blubbering Cave with Liberty Bibberty.
That scared me. Okay.
Right, let's do...
Ready?
All right, let's do this one last time. My name is Bubba. I was blessed by a magical fairy. And for the past 4 years, I've been the one and only Bubbalicious. I'm pretty sure you know the rest. I'm a strawberry born from the soil with vines in my veins and petals in my hair. So yeah, I've got plant powers and I use them to keep this world in check. Don't get it twisted. I'm sweet, not soft. You see, being Bubbalicious isn't just about being a berry. It's about harnessing the life force of the earth itself. And in this universe, where anything can happen, I've got the power to make sure the world stays in balance.
Some Cartoon Network vibes. No, it's actually based off the Spider-Verse. Actually, it's based off the Spider-Verse. If you haven't followed my YouTube, what are you doing? It's right here. You should do it. I haven't made a video in a really long time though, and my VODs are now on a VOD channel. But you know, if you do want to see my VODs, my older VODs, I do have a VOD channel now. Yeah, this is great. I do not remember it at all. Yeah, my song, my lore video, you know, my song covers. If you want to see any of it, they're all here. I don't know if I regret putting my VODs on a VOD channel, or if I should have just kept doing it on this channel. But at the same time, like, I feel like it's better overall. I don't know. I'm so torn all the time. Missed your debut because I was asleep. Did you play it on your debut? Yes, I did play it on my debut. Yes, I did. It's I don't freaking know. I don't know where my debut video is. It's somewhere in here, but it's definitely in my debut video. But then I posted it separately just because I realized I hadn't. But I know it's in, what these called right here. It's in this one. I played it. A druid strawberry, kinda. Yeah, I guess so. I don't think I ever really processed it that way, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah, unfortunately my debut happened a lot later than I would have liked, but that's okay. Oh, thank you, Vency. Yeah, I don't think I ever linked my my VOD channel, because it's whatever, but they're there. I'll look for the debut video too, because I'm sure there's more lore in there that I didn't process when I watched the VOD. Yeah, I yapped about it a lot. I still think I'm working on my lore constantly, but it's fun. It's pleasant. I feel like there's always more I can work on and add on to. I literally even got art with my friends of like me being small. Like, I know I got art with Sis on how I met him, but I love the idea of like me just being small and stumbling upon like my friends. Like, I think me and Brando were like, I was running from something with my little berry knights and we stumbled upon the graveyard and Brando is sitting in like the crypt playing video games or something. I think we kind of talked about that. Such amazing lore too. I don't think it's that crazy. I think like it's relatively simple, but sometimes a simple concept goes a long way, you know? And sometimes I don't feel like I need to overcomplicate things. I'm just a berry. It was inspired by the Secret World of Arrietty and also the Tales of Princess Kaguya, because Kaguya was born from a bamboo shoot and she was tiny. And then I just love the aesthetic of Secret World of Arrietty. You guys know I love anything where the person is small in a big world. I just am fascinated by it. And Secret World of Arrietty is one of my favorite movies. And she wears a red dress. Hee. But it's fun, and at least I can remember it. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily need to be like overly complicated or anything. It just, for me anyways, I didn't want it to be overly complicated. I just enjoyed it. Did you ever read Kildy House as a kid? Kildy? No, but there was this one book series that I read where they were like gerbil. They had gerbil tails, and I still can't to this day remember what it is. Kildy House. Retired stonemason Jeremy Kildee, who builds a house in the Northern California redwoods to live as a hermit, only to find his home overrun by wildlife, forcing him to find them new homes. Oh my god, this sounds so good. What the freak? I really need new books in my house because my bookshelf is empty, so maybe this is something that I would buy because it looks really good. I like the theme of it. What do you think your strawberry house would look like? Did you have a Pinterest board or anything? I do, but at the same time, like, do I want to live in a strawberry or something else, you know? That's what I'm torn on. Like, I still don't know. Yeah, he lives in a giant tree. The vibe is actually impeccable. There was the Swiss Family Robinson. They did that too. I loved that book when I was younger. Oh my god, I was like obsessed with it. And they lived in the roots of like giant mangrove trees or something, I think. Now I just imagine you going up to people, giving them a single berry, saying, "That's a little version of me. I want you to have it." I should do that. Just add little paper bows to the top of a strawberry and be like, "That's me." You love Swiss Family Robinson? Yeah! It was so good, especially because little me who grew up on a farm and had a dad that liked survivalist stuff. I was also like, I could survive doing this and that and this. Yeah. You know, my mom had this neat strawberry pot when I was younger. Oh, I'm still upset that I didn't get that strawberry jar a few weeks back. I should have just got it. Hi, Wika. Welcome in. How you doing? Hi. In the movie, they have the most amazing treehouse in the world. Wait. Is this Swiss Family Robinson movie? Wait. See, this is the thing. I spent my entire childhood with no TV, so I never knew about all these movies. There's a movie. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my god, I need to watch it now. I don't even care if it's an older movie. Like, I want to watch it. Oh my god, 1960. Is it the 1960 version? I'm assuming. I don't know if there's another version of it. It's pretty old now, but the treehouse might be worth it. Ooh, okay. Now you reminded me of a book I read where the main character turns into a field mouse and goes on adventures. Yes! There was also a little book that I had. It had something to do with sock trolls, and they would steal socks and make them into like their clothes and stuff. And I really liked that book as well. So many. Doing good, just prepping for work. I'll just have you yap in the background while I do so. Yeah, of course. Good luck at work. What do you do for work? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. It's got to be the 60s one, I think. It was old. I don't think there is another one. I don't know why I asked. It's the only one that they've shown. I don't think there's another one. Wait, is there another one? Swiss Family Robinson movie? Oh, I guess there's a 1940 movie. Oh, okay, so there is another version of it. Wow. Okay. You basically edit videos. Oh, got you. Good luck. I haven't edited a video in a very long time because I don't know what kind of series I want to do. That's another question I had for you guys. Is there any type of like let's play that you would like to see? Any type of game you'd like to see me do in like a video format rather than a stream format? Because I do like doing them, but I'm kind of torn on what to do. So I figured I'd ask you guys. I had started doing a Dragon Age series, but then I don't know if I want to continue that. And then, like, do you guys like when it's overly edited, or do you prefer to see all the gameplay with like minimal edits? That's the thing. I tried out both versions, but I just don't know what people prefer. A lot of my followers, I don't even think know I have a YouTube. How about a Resident Evil series? That could be cool, but I also feel like it's fun to do that on stream. A Sims with maximum drama possible. That one's also like fun to do on streams, because if I were to do another Sims series, I would add you guys in, you know, add my chat in and see what everyone gets up to. That's why it's difficult. It'd have to be like the type of game that's story based, because I tend to yap over stories. So I do have a series that's, I think it's like a Relax With Me series or something. If you're interested in that, I do already have a series that I started, or like just a Let's Play series, I think is what I called it. What did I call it? Yeah, Let's Plays. 10 videos in there. Some are long, some are short. I think the shorter ones just do better because people have shorter attention spans. But I like long Let's Plays because I can keep it on in the background. So it's so I don't know. I do not know. I think a short hike would be good. It would fit a relaxing vibe. I love that game. But I've already played it, so I don't know. Also, The Last Campfire. I want Sis to play that one so badly. What type of game for not preferring stream? I think games that have a lot of story to them, because I tend to yap over stories when I'm on stream, so... I do like adventure. That's why I like Dragon Age. A lot. I don't know. I do not know. But it can't be like an obscure game, because then people won't want to watch that either. I forgot you'd already done it. Yeah. I love that. I think I streamed that a long time ago. Back when I was a Facecam streamer, actually. Resident Evil would be fun, actually. Resident Evil would be fun, but that means I'd have to buy the games, and that's a lot. And I'm already playing Resident Evil 3 on stream. But I could do that. I love watching Resident Evil playthroughs. Metal Gear Solid. I've never played any Metal Gear games, so I could. That's true. You think you'd enjoy Dispatch? I freaking love Dispatch, but the problem is, Vency, is like, I've watched so many playthroughs of it. Like, I don't know if my reaction would be genuine. But I love it. I do love watching it. Dispatch is so good, yeah. Like, I could probably still make decisions, because I don't know it by heart, obviously, but, and like, figure things out. Yeah, I do love Dispatch. I haven't bought it though. A lot of this is like stuff that I could just play on stream too. You don't know many story games? Resident Evil, Dragon Age, Skyrim. I love open world type games too, where I can just yap while I play. I don't know if people would like that, but when are we gonna get another game like Skyrim? When are we gonna get another game like that? That would be amazing. Let me see my wish list. What do I have on my wish list? Ones that I played aren't in the genre you play. When Fable comes out, that is looking good. True. True. My friend's super excited. And do I have that on my wish list yet? I don't know if I do, but that game looks incredible. I've not played, because there were other games for that, right? Not played any of them, but that game looks incredible. True, 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 true. Oh, yeah, I do have it on my wish list. Jesus, $70. 2/23, 2027. Holy. If your Switch comes back to life, maybe you could play Breath of the Wild, like play it over again. Or I could play the newer one if I can afford it. When are we gonna get Elder Scrolls 6 Bethesda? They said it so long ago. When? Yeah. Yeah, between the Xbox and 360, I don't know if I would enjoy the old ones, but the new ones look great. Yeah. Yeah. My problem too is like, if I were to replay Dragon Age Inquisition, I feel like I'd want to do it on stream so I could yap about all my favorite things. Like, I could record it, but I just love Dragon Age Inquisition so much. I played it so much that people seem to like Expedition 33. I'm not gonna play it, but it looks awesome. The next God of War. Yeah, you're so right. Oh, God of War is a good one to play like off stream, I feel like, because that's a lot of grinding and stuff. But I thought that was only PlayStation. We don't know anything about Bethesda's Blade either. Oh, do you know how much Skyrim I freaking played? Do you know how much Skyrim I played and modded? Oh my god, played so much of it. I had a series of it on stream for a while, but I never recorded it. I think my problem too is like recording is kind of lonely. But also, like, I want to record videos for you guys to watch, like, YouTube stuff. But also, it's kind of lonely. I like yapping to you guys. You own Skyrim on 5 platforms. I own Skyrim on 3. But it's fun. You're right. Sorry, I was just thinking of games I'd seen that look good. No, don't apologize. No, not at all. It's the only reason I haven't played God of War is because I don't have a PlayStation. Literally, the only reason. I don't know enough about what you like or what the good games to play are. Open world, fantasy, survival type games. God of War is on PC? Is it now? I'm pretty sure someone told me that it is. But it's probably expensive, no? God of War. Oh, it is. Oh, and it's $50. Yeah, it's expensive. It is very expensive. I have also watched the playthroughs of these several times. The new likely won't be. That makes sense. First and Ragnar, it's on PC. Yeah. I literally, with my own human IRL eyeballs, watched my partner's God of War playthrough. Yeah. I watched the first God of War playthrough with my friend. She wasn't my best friend, but she kind of was in college. Unfortunately, we don't keep in touch much anymore. But I would go to her house every week, and she would play God of War, and so I physically watched it IRL too. And we'd have snacks and stuff, and I loved it. It was great. Yeah. This PlayStation is pulling back on PC. Oh, really? Wolverine won't either. Not for a bit. They're not putting the new one out for PC. Oh, PlayStation's going back to console exclusive. I see. Damn it! Dang it! Damn it! Like, I don't want to play it because it's violent, but the story and ambience are cool as fuck. But yeah, like, it is violent. I mean, but it is literally called God of War, so I can't get over the God of War music. Am I allowed to play that on stream? God of War music is so freaking good. It is so freaking good. I love it so much. Have you ever played the Witcher games? I have. It's been a really long time. I guess I could replay it. It's been a really, really long time. I probably still own. I don't know. It's probably on my EA or something, but I know I still have Witcher 3 somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Oh, freak. The person I wanted to raid is done. Freak. It's me going through my Steam library to try to remember what story games I know. I do love The Witcher, and it's been so long since I played it. PlayStation only put like 1 or 2 smaller games on PC day one. Their main games never have. It's always exclusive. Yeah, I remember that. Would you consider playing some indie horror? No. Unless it's October, maybe in spooky month, but I am very bad with scary games, okay? Luffy would probably go to PC about 2 years after it releases. Dang it. What about retro games? What do you mean by retro games? Maybe, but I don't like platformers. Platformers, that's literally on if I ever get around to doing a donathon. And that's a big if. That was one of the punishments. Or not the punishments, one of the goals, you know? I can show you guys my donathon goals. I haven't even finished, but like I can. I recently played Star Wars Outlaws and that was so much better than I was told. I have, I know I have a Star Wars game that I have never played. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. A whole brand, and people love to see someone try an old game they love for the first time. It would depend on the game, but you're welcome to recommend stuff. I don't know. I have heard PlayStation is just outright leaving PC. Interesting. All my games are old. A lot of my games. Yeah, because I didn't really start gaming until much later. You haven't played Jedi? No, I own the game. I don't know why I have it. I think it was free, but Undertale is such a vibe, but that's very old. I've heard so much about Undertale and I have never played that. But that feel well, actually maybe I wouldn't play that on stream because I feel like that one would be I would be backseated a lot. I'm never gonna play Ultimate Chicken Horse Race with Bubba. What is that? Ultimate Chicken What is that? What the freak? I have never heard of that. Such a thing. God same, I can't platform. You'd have to like ask Sis or Q or something. They stream in the retro category. I don't know any old games because I didn't play any as a kid. I see. Your Link making a noise. Really? They're both sleeping. Okay. That might be one then. Oh, Undertale? Yeah, I never played it. That is true. I could play it. I feel like that could maybe do well. Catherine is a goofy game. Noted. Noted. Very much noted. Lots of stuff noted. I'm like so tempted to like raid into someone new, but at the same time I'm so afraid to raid into someone new. You feel me? Like, why is that so scary? Horse Race is a multi-layer platformer where we race. The gimmick is that between rounds, the players add to the map. No! You said platformer? They're planning on having a day one release for games, but went back on it. It's old enough that you could play into the hilarity of finally playing it so late. That's true. I could. Would you watch it, though? Would you guys watch it? It's okay if I don't get new viewers. Will you guys, my chat, my lovely chatto, would you watch it? Would you watch it? There's a lot of work, you know? Would you? The retro is way older than Undertale? Huh. Apparently the games don't sell well enough to PC to justify it. I guess most people who want those play those on PlayStation. Nier Automata? Oh, I've heard about that one too. I've never played that one. Hunter's Gathering and other games, especially multiplayer, are still releasing. I mean, I would, but that's just me. DMC or Bayonetta. Never actually watched it play under it. I've never actually watched a playthrough of Undertale, so I could play it vicariously through you. Jedi is an amazing game. It's more Souls-like, so it is a bit harder, but it has difficulty levels. You think that's something you'd want to watch as a video or on a stream? I feel like maybe it'd be frustrating to watch on stream because you know I'd be trying constantly. Undertale and Nier Automata. Is it Automata or Automata are two that I loved that I would recommend. Okay, noted. Noted. I know of both of these, but I have never played either. Okay, noted. You would watch no matter what. Yippee! I pronounce it both ways. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. These Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. If you ever played Jedi, someone better spam ping me. I used to not post when I had videos on YouTube, but maybe I should do that again. Bestie, I do not watch videos, no TikTok, no YouTube, no nothing. But if you tell me it's important to you, I'll 1000% make a YouTube account. That's so sweet. You don't even have to have an account. That's true. Oh, wait. Well, I mean, just your Google account works. However, I recognize that Nier Automata deals with deep themes and may be depressing, which I know you're not fully into. Ah, who said that? Have you not seen the game I play? Who said that? I'm the opposite. This is the first streamer I've ever watched. Me? Points at self. Me? 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 Really? What the hell are you? If I gift you Persona 5, will you play it? I actually already have it. Do I? Actually, I'm pretty sure I do have Persona 5. I do. I have Persona 5 Royale. I just never... I was told that it's very long. Royal. They may use Google, so I may technically have an account, but it'd be my personal human name. Oh, that's fair. I've just heard that it's a lot. Metaphor Refantasio is apparently good. What is that? Ah, you had this reaction last time you heard, but I've heard that it's a lot, and I don't know. Is that... I don't know. Alright, guys, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi. Hello. We're just yapping today. Hello. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Bubblicious. I'm a strawberry VTuber just doing my very best. How was your stream? Hello. Welcome in. What were you up to? We're just talking about games that I could potentially record instead of stream and make a like edited video out of it. And so people are just recommending stuff right now. At least start the game. I think I watched a Persona 4 playthrough, and there was like a dude there that was like very gay, I remember. Or maybe he wasn't, but I thought he was, you know? That's what I'm calling it from now on. My person-human name. My person-human name, yeah. Persona's a big investment. That's what I heard. Alright, guys, if you do need to get some food, get some water, get some rest, please feel free to. After stream care is very important, and thank you again for the raid. I actually used my person-human YouTube once before for a stream. I think it was maybe a music video debut. Was that you or a friend of yours? Maybe it was me. Have you seen my other music, Sam? I'm pretty sure you have. You just talked about the Persona 4 gayness debate the other day. We truly are sharing the same the same brain cell. Let's go. You should see the Anne I'm drawing. I feel like you've done them before, maybe. I played the original Persona 5, and I think it took about 70 hours. Royal apparently is like 100. Yo, I can't even finish my Genshin story quest. You think I want to put 70 hours into... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I was tempted to play the, A Date with Death, because apparently it got voices now. But I feel like that might be too spicy. Maybe. Is that too spicy to stream? It might be too spicy to... You're drawing a 4th of July-esque picture. Oh, like with... Wait, what does that entail? I don't know why my brain just fried for a second. You know what I should record? Me doing the freaking Genshin quest. But then I would skip through it, so like, maybe not. Honestly, doing Genshin videos was fun. Like, fixing people's accounts and stuff, that was fun. What I wouldn't give to see Sizz try to fix my Honkai account. Actually, that'd be such good content. Do you think he would do that? Sizz, can you fix my Honkai Star Rail account? and then try to do endgame content with it. And by fix, I mean there's nothing you can fix other than pulling for characters that I don't have. I think my characters are pretty well built, maybe. I think, maybe. The characters I really like are well built. Stars and Stripes bikini. Oh, with like a OC or with someone like a fan art? I think if Bubba had a bikini outfit, it would have to be Strawberry for sure. Y'all should trade. He could fix your Star Rail. You can fix his Genshin. I don't think he'd want me on his account. He's very private about that, but like, it would be funny. Fixing your account may or may not require an injecting of Gamba funds. But wouldn't it be a fun challenge to see him try to clear endgame content with my limited characters, my husbandos? I'm trying to get Blade so badly and I cannot. I think I'm at like 50 pity now. Just can't get him. I want Blade because I heard he was good with Ashvale. That is the only reason. I'm not partial to Blade. For some reason, he's like one of the only quote-unquote husbandos, the only man that I don't want. I don't know why. But he's supposed to be good with Ashvale, so I want him. It would be a fun challenge. I support it. Yeah, but getting Sis to agree to that would be incredibly difficult. It's good with everyone. He's cracked. Yeah, but I have literally 0 funds on my account, so... yeah. It would be fun, though. It would be. I did enjoy doing those Genshin videos. Fixing my best friend's account. We could go back to that, but I don't know if that's something people are interested in. Who am I kidding? Those ones did really well. What am I talking about? I don't know. What do I do? I don't know. those are nice too because I can stream it. I can stream it and then go back and edit it and post it as a video. So it's like the best of both worlds, literally. He was literally just saying the other day how he doesn't collab. Bless him. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We've been knowing this. I've known him for like 2 years at this point. And we knew this. Fix my account, actually build my Bennett and Singcho. Yeah, like fixing viewers' accounts would be fun. I don't feel like I'm knowledgeable enough to do that, but maybe that's part of like the entertainment where it's like this girl kind of knows what she's doing but also doesn't. I'm down to try it again. It's been a while. Honestly, with all the new Genshin content, there's a lot you could do. But like if I fix your account Brawled, you have to do my quests. That's equivalent exchange, you know? Do you even need help with your account? I feel like your account's pretty cracked already, Rald. Like, do you even? He's a cutie pup and his brain be braining all the time for sure. Sis? Oh, absolutely. Sis is like... Sis overthinks more than me, if that's possible. I feel like I was an overthinker. But like, damn. I hope he's not listening. If you start streaming Genshin, I may start playing again. It's been a while since I've streamed it. I did like all your Natling quests. I'm down. No, you did. I did the end of my Natling and some of my world quests. Okay. Okay, we can, but only if you really need help with your account. Do you actually like? What do you need? What actually? You have to list it. What do you actually need help with? Or I can just do M's account since apparently M hasn't been on in a while, and that feels like it's more funny. Me just volunteering M. Yeah, I could maybe. I feel like it's been a while, and I feel like the biggest reason I haven't streamed Genshin in so long is because like there's not much for me to do other than quests, and I'm not doing that. I thought about streaming Genshin quests, and then I quickly realized how miserable I would be doing that, and so I decided not to. Or me playing my friend's barely touched account, or like, how would we title this? My friend hasn't played Genshin in 2 years or something. How do you title something like that? I did all the optional village reputation stuff for you. I did my village reputation. What do you mean? I did that. What the freaky? I think you did. You mean the quest before you could do that, right? Because I did the actual stuff. I could, of course. Yeah, my account doesn't need it. Do M's. I don't know. We'll see. It's a possibility. I can like make a poll for it and be like, who want help? Who want help? You know? And that's all. Silun and Mav can each story quests. Oh, you did those? I didn't even know those were a thing. Damn. Keyboard died, had to grab phone. You are 1000% welcome to do an account takeover for me, but I've only been gone since maybe 6 months. That's more than enough time for me. I still feel like I mean, you could do something like unusual but fun teams to run an Imaginarium theater or something like that. No, I don't want to do guides or anything because I'm not a guide maker. I'm just an entertainer. So it's fun to do like fixing people's accounts series because they're always so chaotic, you know? So it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. All right. I am getting very hungry. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I'm trying to find someone to raid. If you guys have any recommendations, feel free to let me know. Because I'm afraid of raiding new people. Otherwise, I will try to find someone that I know. So, oh, hi, Blue. Welcome in. I'm about to end, actually. But welcome in. All right, bet. Anything you want? Cool. Lemon. Let me check them out. Let me check them out. How cute. I'm gonna be playing The Walking Dead. Okay. Thanks for the stream. Of course, of course. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much. If you guys can stick around just for the raid. Oh, Smalls VT. Hold on. Let me check them both out. And then I'll do like a coin flip. Because you guys both recommended it. Goodness gracious me. Bum 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 bum. We got...
Bubble 10 thumbs up, bubble 10 thumbs up, bubble 10 thumbs up.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Wait, Smalls TV? Are they streaming right now? Is that correct? No. No. Okay. Then we'll rate it to lemon. Have a nice night and dinner. I have to figure out what I want to make for dinner. Do I want to make burger? Oh my god, they're kind of a bigger streamer, but that's okay. Intimidated. We shall not be intimidated. I got the handle wrong and I can't delete. Okay. Burger. Limon. Okay. It's okay. I gotta be brave. I typed it wrong. Chottomatte. Smalls Cafe. I'll send them your new another time. Okay. Remind me next time. I typed it wrong. Don't worry about it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'll be back on Friday with some Rivals because Cyclops is coming out. So until then, stay sweet, be kind to someone you love, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.